One of the big things that has been talked about over the last couple of years that's now looking like it's starting to come to fruition is Uber and Lyft are finding ways to make more and more money by squeezing advertisements to the passenger during and before the trip. And they're going to be looking at different ways, not only to do it in app, in tablet. Oh, speaking of tablet, remind me later, because I do have something big that I want to talk about later. It's not even in the show, but we're just going to mention it. But then also, they're going to be putting different advertisements up and stuff like that. So
here it is. Just when you thought you got rid of Uber. You know what? They've been testing this actually for the last 6 to 8 weeks. Obviously, it's going really well. So supposedly, according to them, it's free money. I mean, what they're going to do, which I thought, you know what? I usually, talk a lot of crap about these companies, but I think this is another brilliant idea of theirs. Just like the upfront fares.
For sure. I mean, think about it. If you can squeeze ads onto your platform when you open up your Uber Eats app to order, and then you get a little ad at the bottom or the top or something, hey, that's going to be advertisers paying them money on top of the ride or the delivery itself. It's just smart business on their end. But question is,
I think it's brilliant, right? So, and this is not on Uber Eats only, by the way. This is going to happen during trips. So let's say you order a trip from your house to, you're going out to a restaurant or you're going out to a mall, right? So what Uber is doing is Uber is going to do targeted ads on your way on the trip from your house after you get picked up all the way to the mall. So imagine, they're going to do very localized. Initially, it's not going to be like that, but ultimately that's what it's going to turn into, because according to Uber, it's going to add about $1 billion to their revenue by 2024. The guy's sitting in your car anyway. No, look, we all have ad fatigue, okay? Every time I get on Google, they try to sell me something. We all have that. However, I think it's a no-brainer when it comes to Uber and Lyft. And Lyft, we're going to talk about it as well. They're doing this too. I don't see any downside on this. Now, in some cases, they may be asking the driver to put a tablet in their car. I wonder what the split's going to be, because I don't think as a driver you should put a tablet, because Uber or Lyft is telling you to put a tablet to run their ads on you in your car. It's your private car. So what the break, the split that we have in RideShare now, 50-50 almost, right? What is the split going to be? What are they going to pay the driver? We don't know yet. This is in trials. It's been going on. And of course, Uber sells it as, if you do watch our ads and we can sell you some additional stuff on your way to the mall, maybe a store or two at the mall is going to advertise, because they know where you're going. Look, we know this. They have an immense asymmetric information advantage. They know where the passenger lives, what restaurants they go to, what bars they go to. They have all this information, right? So what better way to target ads towards that?
Well, yeah, you just said the key word, target ads. Think of it this way. You pick up how many times have you driven at night where you pick up somebody who's at the bar and then they're like, oh, I want to go get tacos or something. And the apps know this. So they can say, hey, we notice you're getting out of the bar right now because of your pickup location and you're going home, but we're going to show you this ad for, that taco place that you really like going to. And that, why not just implement it into the system? Or even having it pop up on it's genius on their parts, but I want to know.
I don't know why they didn't do it before, honestly, because I thought it was like a match made in heaven, right? You have the drivers, driving, nothing to do with it. The passengers in the back seat, just like you said, maybe they're looking for some fatty tacos. I mean, hey man, or whatever. I mean, to me, it's like, I think it's brilliant. I think, value added without really costing them anything. It's just a push ad in the app. Now, we know, from my own experience with thousands of trips, I know for a fact that most passengers get in the car and they're mostly on some other social media, checking their Facebook or Twitter or whatever, right? But most of them, they order the ride, they just put the phone in their pocket most of the time or doing something else. But I think if they give him incentives, and Uber says so here, like it says right under the headline, the company claimed its dedicated advertising division will help it reach 1 billion in ad revenue by 2024 and will make rides cheaper, maybe.
Yeah, you
typical,
know for a
typical
fact.
Uber speak.
You know
Typical Uber
for a
speak.
fact those are not going to go down. They, you
I
know,
know
they
there's
might.
one fact. There's
Here's the
one
thing.
fact in that sentence. It's not going to make it cheaper.
No, here's the thing. Here's the thing. They might do it right at the beginning.
Yeah.
And saying, "Oh, we're adding ads." It's like Netflix's ad tier. They're bringing it at what, $8 a month or something. Just
Yeah.
give it another year, and they're going to bring it up to $10 a month. So it's the same thing right here. They might offset it just a little bit for the first little bit to say, "Oh, prices are coming down," and then all of a sudden they're going to do that frog boiling in the water again and bring the prices right back up to where they were, if not higher.
Yeah. I mean, I love this next paragraph by Scott Olson. There was a different article. It, it says, it seems Uber just isn't content with letting users travel in peace and awkward silence, which is my car, during their point-to-point trips. The ride-hailing company now plans to advertise to users at every point of a trip from the moment you open the app. These ads will potentially appear on multiple screens, blasting consumers with new products with the same subtlety as a clown following the car on a kid-sized tricycle, trying to get your attention through the car window. That's hilarious.
I think Scott does not like ads.
No, Scott doesn't like it. No, Scott doesn't, because Scott has the ad fatigue.
Well, yeah. Now, here's the thing. If an ad starts popping up on my maps, I'm going to get that's going to be really pissing me off, because first off, I want the map. I don't want to see no ad. But then moving on to the next part of that, when it comes to the article, there's a whole nother thing with this journey ad.
Yeah, well, they have another thing that they're testing called journey ads. They hired, by the way, Doctor Advertising from Amazon to run that division now. So God knows what that guy's getting paid. So these called journey ads. Journey ads basically are going to be single company ads. Like, let's say you're going to a bar. So they have signed deals already with major names like Heineken's and, tequila companies and things like that. I don't know if it's going to be legal though, but they did sign it. And so you're going to be bombarded with, like, if you're going to a bar, because they know you're going to a goddamn bar. They go like, "Hey, maybe we suggest Heineken for you for the rest of the night." I'm going like, holy shit, what genius. Absolutely genius. You know what I mean? The guy's going to get plastered anyway. Might as well get plastered on the stuff I'm advertising you, as opposed to, having your own choice, right? So I'm like,
well, right here, if you read through, it says these journey ads are meant to hit riders through the process of getting an Uber. So, and it says they're going to be restricted to a single advertiser, meaning users will see the same product again and again while they're trying to get from one place to another.
Yep.
The problem with that is that I could see this changing to the point where they're going to do like a cycled ad. So you know how you have those billboards that have the cycle through every 10 seconds or so. I could see something like that, where then they're going to be like, well, we were going to do just one-off ads for one person through the entire duration, but let's cycle 3 ads so we can not only hit them on the way home, but they can buy something on Amazon and then whatever the next thing. So that's exactly what's probably going to happen down the road. They're just trying to feel the water to see how it works.
Yeah, but you know what? It's a no-brainer. Imagine, man, 1.875 billion trips, right? I mean, come on, you can sell anything on those trips. So I'm like, hey, man, you know what?
Oh, for sure.
To me, like, as long as the driver is not shut out of it, or if in case that you have to put some tablets or some iPads or whatever in the car, and then you give the driver 10 cents a trip, that's not going to fly. Most people are going to reject it. FYI, these ads for the consumer, as a consumer, you can opt out for now. I don't know what it's going to be in the future, but you can opt out because there's laws and regulations as far as bombarding people with ads, just like it is on Google, just like it is on YouTube. So to me is like, hey man, this is brilliant. Okay, congratulations. Let's move on.
Well,
Yeah.
the other thing though is, if they want drivers to put tablets in the car, it's going to come down to the name of the show. Show me the money. Because if you're not showing the money, why would you do it? All right, thanks for watching. That short little clip was from our live stream, Show Me the Money Club, with Sergio and myself, Tuesdays, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. Make sure you subscribe, turn on all notifications so you'll be notified when we go live, as well as all of our awesome content. Make sure to check out this video right here, which will take you to the entire live stream, or check out this video right there. All right, drive smart, everyone.